Okay, looks like that fixed it. Thank you and welcome back everyone once again to Kubo's Corner. Oh, let me just mute myself on here. So, sorry it's a little bit late in the day for me, but stream must go on. I was taking care of some things up until now, so now I can go on and get on with my stream. Uh, so this week I thought I'd do a little something differently. Last week I did a stream with Superman and the Superman base that I made using the Easy Pose app on Steam. Um, this week I'm going to focus on actually someone near and dear to me, one of my family members, particularly my aunt. And I tried contacting her earlier today so she can watch this live and just see me do what I do and just have a go at it. Just sort of let her know this is like my way of telling her that I love her and I appreciate her, and it's hard for me to explain in that type of sense. So I'm just gonna keep on talking while I get to work. I've already got a base started and a border for it, so here we go. I tried a little adding age lines to show that she is slightly older, but it is what it is. And I've also created thus far to create a skin layer, so we got that going. So it's a little bit of a kind of cheating, skipping ahead of some of the process, but like I said, it's gonna be somewhat late and short stream today. So my aunt's name is Lupe, but I used to call her a lot. I used to refer to her a lot when I was a kid as Nina, and Nina in Spanish means godmother. And she ended up being my godmother shortly after I was born. And where is this coming from? Okay. So my mother, her sister, asked her to be my godparent. If anything should ever happen to me, whilst growing up, while she may or may not become my legal guardian, she would be the one to look after me, in a sense. It's very confusing for me because depending on where you live and the laws in place, being a godparent does not necessarily guarantee or ensure that you will become a guardian of a child if something were to happen to their parents. And thankfully for everyone involved, that never had to be an issue. But I did lose my mom almost 10 years ago. It was actually 10-year anniversary this past June, I believe it was. Wow, it's been ages. Feels like it anyway. And it's been more than once brought to my attention that, I sometimes look and seem detached whenever I'm around other family members. And I can definitely see why that is. The only thing I can say for that is growing up, I was a very sheltered and detached kid. And in a sense, you know better now. Ooh, nope, not that layer. Wrong layer. There we go. Is that you're supposed to know better now, but at the same time, it's also hard to unlearn what you've known basically most of your life. and I am trying. Like every now and then, I'll send her a message, send her a text, try and call her, say, hey, what's up? How you doing? Just let you know, thinking about you and hoping you're doing well. One time, however, I had a Uber trip that took me all the way up to Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and on my way back, I thought it'd be nice to swing by her place on the way back home because it is kind of on the way back. Not gonna say where her or I live because that's just uh, privacy, and that's not gonna work either. I'm just gonna spitball this one then. So yeah, and I'm told that she really appreciates it, and as I'm sure anyone would. Uh, because I'm told that sometimes it seems like I'm not really all there when it comes to family events, or I don't care, or I always crack a joke, and the excuse is, that's just how I am. Um, it's kind of what I do. It's kind of hard to turn that off because, as I said before, it's like one of those things where it's like that's all I've ever known how to do. It's like how you live most of my life, and I am trying to unlearn that to, in essence, be a better person, and not just for my aunt, just for everyone else I know and love in my life, because my philosophy is to a point that I'm the type of friend where, you know, as long as we have that deep bond, we might not be able to talk to each other or even see each other for quite a long time. But that bond is there and it's strong and it's unquestionable. And it's that once I do start talking with whomever again after a period of time, it's like nothing ever happened. It's like we pick up right where we left off. And I understand that's not really the best methodology of friendship or even just being connected to people, at least most people that I know. But as long as they understand that that's how I am, hopefully we can try to meet each other halfway. I have gone in great detail with stuff like this with some other family, and the short version is just do it. Just do it. It's not that big a deal. And in essence, you're right, but at the same time, it is kind of a big deal for me because, like I said, that's all I've ever known. And it takes time to, like, I don't know, I guess recondition and unlearn it, but honestly, I think this is the best way I can show my appreciation for anyone that I know and love. It's just doing this right here. It might not be what they expect because no one ever really expects it. But it does hopefully strum across that I do take the time and effort to show that I care in my own ways. And this is something I've always known too, because whenever I like something or I'm very passionate about something, I want to have something in mind to create with it. And that's one thing I always did with my friends growing up, right around high school. I was very discouraged. Excuse me, at a young age, from drawing because it got in the way of school and homework. And when I figured out a balance for it, I was, very happy and eager to jump back into drawing. And while I had to relearn some things, it's almost like bicycling. It just never leaves you. Learning techniques, however, that's a different matter. That you might have to relearn all over again. So yeah, my aunt is a very lovely woman. Um, Sometimes I wonder and I worry about her because I don't know. Given the way things are right now, it's that I do worry about her, and I sometimes worry that because I can't remember the last time I've ever seen her cry. Actually, yes, I can. That was around um, my mother's memorial and the morning when she passed. And that's not to say anything against her because me personally, I wear my heart on my sleeve. And I'm well aware that I've become overly emotional ever since my mom passed. Like, if I'm watching a movie or a show or whatever, and there's a scene that involves someone's death, all hell breaks loose. And I do have a problem where I'll just rewatch that same thing over and over again, knowing what it'll do to me. But it's something I'm working on and trying to find someone to talk to about. Well, at the same time, it's like it's a really good show, it's a really good movie, and that's just an unfortunate consequence of that choice to watch it again. Okay, where are you coming from? Why is this? Okay, cool. There we go. That was going crazy. You should be at 100%. Why are you not 100%? There we go. There we go. Nope. Oops. Nope. Nope. Oh, oh god, no. No, 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 no. That's a line layer. Oh no. I done goofed. Okay. Get back to this. Whew, okay. Crisis averted. Okay, so I still have that problem right there. So it's just not... Why? Is it this? No. It's not that. Okay. Color. Pen. Nope. Wrong one. There you go. Okay, that's why. Huh, that's so weird. Okay. So basically, this is the actual layer that you see the color on is in short, a clipping group mask layer. Meaning, I have a gray base underneath it like this. And once the layer above it is set to clip from it, that means anything I do on this coloring thing will not go past wherever border is for the drawing itself. Like, for example, I can color over here, but not over here. The clipping is only designated to this spot. Actually, hang on. Give me 1 second. Huh. Okay, I think I'm going to leave that there. So yeah, like I was saying, I usually have a light gray base right underneath the line art. So it's just barely off white. And I see there's someone watching. It says you're on YouTube, and oh, that's my good friend Scroats McGroats. Thanks, buddy. Yes, I am on YouTube. I am live streaming this on YouTube and Facebook and LinkedIn because I did not know that was a thing. So yeah, once the gray or off-white color is filled in, that guarantees anything color on top of it, as long as it's clipped to it, won't go past whatever layer, whatever boundary is set. And the boundary is set was basically the black line art. Okay, looking good. Now, I come up here, do another off-white-ish color to surround them eyeballs. So yeah, oh, like I was saying, stories about my aunt. I'll tell you some of the personal things she's done for me to help me in my life, even though I don't think I've ever said thank you enough for it, but, you know, every chance I get to say it, you know, just say it for me. uh, Thank you, Nina. Sorry. Thank you, Nina. Thank you, Lupe. Thank you for always showing support. Even when it was stuff you may not totally understood, you knew that it was something I was thrilled about and enjoyed. And I'm sorry that's a kindness I have not often returned in kind, but I'm trying. I'm trying to be better, trying to be healthier, and I'm just trying to do a lot more now. And I tried inviting you here earlier just so you can watch it and so I can ask some questions, you know, stuff like what your favorite color is, favorite dinosaur, stuff like that, because I don't think I even know those. And for me personally, it's like, unless you know someone's favorite color, favorite dinosaurs, are you really even friends? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what good is knowing someone person if you don't know, like, the simple stuff like that? And right now, this color for the hair is just more of a placeholder than anything. Get that. So we should refill some of this here. And I thank you everyone who's so far tuned in to watch and comment or even react. So thank you to Lisa and Clark. And thank you to Scroats McGroats. With the eyes, I think I'm going to do a little something differently. This marker here is supposed to mimic essentially a Copic or a regular marker. So that means, since it's mimicking a marker, particularly alcohol-based markers, the color will change, or actually the intensity, depending on how hard I press down, like that. So, yeah, it's a good thing to know and learn. So it also, helps uh, being careful that you don't press too hard because you definitely want consistency. Now, this were a real marker on paper, you could still see like the coming darker more and more, kind of like this, because you're basically layering over the paper with the alcohol marker. So I'm just gonna do that. Just keep on doing this. Come around. And I remember one of the bigger events in my life that my aunt helped me with. I was back in high school, and this is back when I was slightly delusional, where I thought about maybe I can become rich and powerful by being an engineer, not knowing that you need to be good at math to be any kind of engineer. And yeah, I'm definitely not the best at math. Never was, probably never will be. But that's okay. So I'm going to do basic simple math. I'm surviving in this world. The bills are getting paid. And I'm saving money. I think once I do that part right there, I can take this color, come up here, blur, nope, too big, blur a little bit of this in here to make those white lines go away, and to kind of blend in around here so there's no really hard edge. Never really want a hard edge on a line for the eyeballs. That can also help indicate age. I'm not calling you old, Dia. I'm just saying you're not a young character here. Please don't hate me or hit me next time you see me. And to everyone's that's watching right now, I recently acquired a set of alcohol-based markers. I got an 80 set off the Wish app. Yeah, I know. Oh, it's Wish. It's gonna be cheap. It's gonna be, yeah, it is. But like any tools, if you know how to use them right, you're gonna do some amazing stuff with it. So I'm gonna test them out more, and I'm gonna try to play around with streaming off my phone camera to show what I can do with alcohol-based markers. So that's something to look forward to in the coming weeks. I don't know when, but sometime soon. So let's go here. Let's go a shade darker. There we go. I gotta do that all over again on that eye. Oh. Get that. Get this. Oh, no, 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 no. There we go. And normally for this kind of process, I would just like, go back up to the line art layer and just select that whole space. Normally, but I've been meaning to practice more with the marker tool here, and just kind of relearn again about pen pressure and wide strokes and all that good stuff. But right now I believe this is only coming along rambling too much as it is. So anyway, back to the story. Yes. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Self. Thank you for reminding me about the story. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. That's no bueno. Let's go for color difference. Okay, cool. That's much better. Oh, no. No bueno. Why is that so difficult? There we go. Okay, that's fine. So, anyway, yeah. Wanting to be an engineer in high school. No bueno at math. So that never went anywhere. But at the time when I still believe I could have been an engineer, I found out about a summer program held and hosted at Notre Dame University in Indiana. And one of the requirements to be considered for it would be a letter of recommendation from someone other than my parent and or guardian. And my aunt was able to come up and fit the bill for that. And I was able to go to Notre Dame. Almost had an amazing experience. I decided to leave early because of some trouble that came up with one of the other students that was there. It was just such a huge cluster. That did involve accusing me of, basically boils down to sexual assault. And thankfully, it was debunked immediately. But at the time, this girl was just not stopping. She was not stopping until she got her way, until I was in some sort of serious trouble. 3 times she tried to accuse me of me doing naughty things. And all 3 times, it was proven that I was innocent. So on the last day of the program, instead of sticking around for the graduation, I decided I had enough and I just left. So I never really got any paperwork from that, because I was just too tired to deal with that BS. But yeah, always have friends, and always be sure to cover yourselves in case anyone should falsely accuse you of anything. But other than that, it was a really fantastic experience. The campus was beautiful. I got to learn so much. I got to see the stadium where the film Rudy was filmed. So that was a lot of fun. And we had frequent trips. I remember one we took a field trip actually back to an attraction near home. And we also went to an aviation museum. I think it was, still in, not too far from the campus. I can't remember for the life of me where it is, but anyways. Yeah, because I was able to have that little adventure too. And I see my friend Clark commented in the stream saying, Canada! And to that I say, Tetsuo! You crazy bastard, you. Alright, now that we got most of the line art done, time for the shading. Today I'm going to use a very strong red for that. So get a new layer, make it clipping so that anything that comes on here won't come out there, like I said before. And I use red because it's a lot easier to see compared to all the colors. Sometimes I like to do a shading color even before I get coloring, but I figured, let me just show the process here. Definitely gonna have a shadow in that little notch of a nose I have here. But yeah, anytime if I ever needed something, my aunt was always there. Just a very strong person, just a person who just knows how to emote. Emote better than most I know. But at the same time, it's like, I don't know, they don't wear their heart on their sleeves. And sometimes, most of my friends that I do know do wear their heart on their sleeves. And I don't know, sometimes it's easier for me to trust someone who I think and feel wears their heart on their sleeves. But that's not really the case here nor there. I'm also just letting you know just a little bit of how I roll when it comes to making or choosing friends. So yeah, because when I had to move to where I currently live now, she was like, let me know if there's anything you need, anything at all that you need. And for me, that's always been a struggle to take that offer, or sometimes as a request. And that's mostly because, part of my brain is rigged and wired to, I basically hate myself. That's how my mind is. It's how it might stay. But it doesn't necessarily mean it's like that's the only thing I am going to do. Sometimes it's use it as a motivation tool to like, you're a piece of crap. Oh yeah? Watch this. I don't do it enough, but it's something I'm also working on too. And for me, it's unfortunate because it's like, it's something that's always going to be. I'm always going to hate myself regardless. No matter how many people tell me that they love me, it's not about whether or not they love me. It's just an unfortunate way that my brain is rigged to work. And I try not to let that stop me. Even though that in itself can be hard too. But yeah, the short version is, I'm always going to hate myself no matter how many friends I have, no matter how often people tell me they love me. That's just the way it is. But that's not all how it works too. Okay, let's get some more shading over here. And the point I was trying to get with it is that because of the way I think of myself sometimes, whenever she comes offering help, part of my brain is like, I don't deserve this. Like, I am such a crap person that I don't deserve the type of help that she or anyone has ever offered me at any time. Because then I go into feedback loop from of hell, thinking about, oh, maybe just as once I'll do it, but then I might end up taking advantage of them, or they might see it. They're only offering because they feel they have to, so I don't really deserve it, and that kind of thing. And I know that's not true, far from. But the mind works in so many magnificent ways. It's not really much of a curse, it's a freaking feature at this point. Oh. Oh, not who I thought it was. Just got a message, I thought that might have been my aunt. And nope. It's a part of a group I'm in that does Pokemon Go raids. So yeah, I play Pokemon Go. I've been playing Pokemon since 1996. Bring it. Ooh, pardon me. Ooh, don't I feel dirty. So yeah, Nina, whenever you see this, just know that I love you and I appreciate all you've done for me. And I'm sorry I don't reach out as much as I should, as I know I should, but I'm trying. But I do have my ways and my methods. So hopefully this will help you better understand me and my way of thinking and how I cope with just like day-to-day BS in this great drama we call life. Now, if you are watching this, because I don't think you've ever seen me work like this, I'm using red as a bit of a placeholder for when I add shadowing to this drawing. In essence, the red coloring is going to be the shadowing, but, well, you'll see when I get there, if you stick around. Ooh. There we go. Make this a little thicker. Beautiful. Let's see, how long have I been streaming now? For about 40 minutes. Okay, that's good. Gotta keep on going though. And don't worry if this seems too long. I do plan on making a speed paint version of this too, while narrating over that. So you can see the short version, even if you don't see the long version of this quite yet. You don't know. I don't know if I mentioned before, but I want to take this time to take note that, well, I have mentioned before that I have invested in cryptocurrency, and the way some of the videos are coming out these days, they're saying, "Oh, this cryptocurrency can hit $1 if this happens or if that happens." While I am skeptical as heck that any one of the cryptocurrencies I'm involved with will hit $1, I've taken a hobby to entertain the idea. And that, oh, excuse me, I've looked, oh, excuse me, into real estate. I think I might be buying, or places I'd like to buy, if I could afford it. And it's gotten to the point where I made a game with it with some friends of mine, because if I do buy a place, I would like friends and or family to move in with me. So, one of my friends, we've made a game about it to where we're going to say if X amount of people are going to live with us, well, first off, we're going to be careful of who we, decide to live with us. And depending on how much I have, I might buy a house for one person and just buy a building for myself. So, some of the things that to go with that are how many bathrooms, type of style of housing, if it's a big house, will they have an elevator, that kind of thing. Ooh, there we go. So I was just checking another Facebook message I got. I found a few places that are pretty spectacular. One place I found actually has a small area that could basically work as a stable for horses or other animals. Because two people I would definitely like to have live with me are my best friend Clark and his wife, and possibly my brother. Although I am slightly skeptical about living with my brother again for a lot of reasons, but in the end, I still love him. He's still family. And I showed him one place I had in mind that I dubbed the compound. And I said, if I were to buy this building, if you were to live with me, pick a room. And he did pick one. And I thought that was very nice, but I also had to remember that, because some of the places I looked in were basically out of the city of where I currently live. Which I'm not against, moving out of the city. It's just a matter of having a place to go and still be able to do what I do in terms of Ubering, but at the same time, if I'm going to come into money, I thought about what I might like to learn, in a sense, like maybe go to a trade school, learn, I don't know, maybe plumbing or HVAC, just something that guarantees a constant flow of income, And I still don't know what I want to do in that regard. So that's something that I still have to figure out just for me. But I definitely know I'll have support along the way in choosing. And I thank you, future Dia, for giving me the support that you will give me when it comes to that sense. Although the one building I did pick, the one where my brother would live with me, the first thing out of his mouth after I showed him the place, that if we do live there, I would definitely have to host Thanksgiving dinner, because it's humongous. If you want to take a look at it, just let me know and I'll send a link. And the best part is, in case what's his name needs to use a restroom or needs to go place to go, it does have an elevator. so they wouldn't have to necessarily take the stairs. So that's definitely a win slash plus for us and him. As for the hair. It'd be easier if I go like this. There we go. And once I'm done here, I'm going to go ahead and climb some stairs to get my almost daily amount of exercise in. Because I've decided to take Tuesdays off from work to do all sorts of stuff, be it catch up around cleaning around the house, catch up some programming, some shows, some good old fashioned gaming, and laundry. Because I notice that most of the people that live here prefer to do the laundry on the weekends. So I'm going to start taking advantage of that. Because most of the time, before the pandemic, Tuesdays were a real hit or miss. But they're becoming better now, but it's also a lot more better during other days of the week. Especially the weekends. So we can do this. There we go. I'm like, Buddy Clark is saying sell eyeballs with me. Oh, that's right, and Leon. And you are a needed distraction, my friend. Although that does remind me because I should be screening this in the Discord server where I am a mod. In 18 plus and kinda sus. Go live. And there we go. That way someone from my Discord can come in and chat along and just see what's going down and see what's all about. And hopefully learn a thing or two. And yes, Clark, I apologize. I completely forgot about Leon. And that's a shame on me. Ooh. Oh, and that was my phone going off with, I want to say maybe notifications from probably Twitter or my Trust Wallet app. Let's see here. Well, I did say it is a particularly strong red that I'm using. But fret not, friend Clark. There's method to my madness. Despite what my track record might say. Oof. Eek. Increase intensity and... Oh, that's a little way better. Perfect. Now comes the magic. Hue. Make that sucker black. Is it overlay? No. Is it screen? Definitely no. So go back to overlay. So let's try selecting here. Okay, cool. Looks like the hair was only where that strong shadow was not working correctly. So come to here. Copy. Cut. And paste. This clipping source 2. There we go. Tried doing a little cheat thing earlier with that Copic marker thing I mentioned earlier for shadowing on the same layer. But as far as that go forward. Redo. There we go. As far as that goes, I think I want to save that for when I color with nope, wrong one. There we go. When I use alcohol-based markers. Because I can't undo that. It's going to be more of a hard lesson for me to do it that way. Because there's no undoing when using markers. Alrighty. It's looking good. So let's just add one more layer up here. Because my aunt does wear glasses, as do most members of our family. Copy that. Layer. Flip. go. There we go. And a bit of life in them eyes. So yeah, basically that's my story for today. Talking about my aunt, just what a great person she is, and just this is just my own way of telling her that I love her and I appreciate her in my life. It's definitely not a conventional way, but it is my way. Come back up here. Blur this a little bit right there. I think we're done. Actually, you know what? There we go. Oh, excuse me. I like to think that I personally did you a favor with the hair because my aunt's hair is very short and so curly. So I decided to give a couple of layers to it. But overall, I like how this came out, and I hope you did too. That being said, I'm gonna put an end to the stream right here. Thank you for everyone who came in to sit, chat, view, comment, whatever. Just thank you for coming along on this journey with me. I'll let you know how my aunt reacted or will react to this. I'm hoping it's a positive one. Once again, thank you. This has been Kupo from Kupo's Corner saying good night and enjoy the rest of your time we have here together with me.